Let's make a guitar solo sound better by telling a story, right? So when we're in the course, we're teaching music as a language, and the guitar is just the voice that we're speaking or singing that language through. I want to tell a story. So at first, when we get into just phrasing and not complete rambling, right? If I'm here like in A mixolydian, I'll start and I'll end. I don't really know why I'm ending there, but at least I'm making phrases. Phrase, pause, cool. Then I can say, oh, I want to end on that flat 7. I can drive a little bit of tension, get another phrase that maybe can like resolve. Cool. All right. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of a story moving because of the end of the phrase. Now I can bookend it and say, oh, I don't have to start on the root note every single time. All right. I can move that. Okay. Now I'm starting and ending. And then once I really establish how I'm playing melodically over the harmony, I can really get down to the detail and make every note or every word in the phrase actually mean something. Is really, really cool is now we get into how you're starting your solos, okay? If I were to think of this cinematically, right? Let's just say I was in a blues, right? Okay, right there, like that's my turnaround, and I'm starting right on the 1 on the root note, okay? That to me reminds me a little bit of like, it was a bright cold day in April. Okay, the start of 1984. Very, very much an opening line of this is now the start of this story. Okay, it doesn't always have to start like that, right? If we're watching a movie, right, the film doesn't just like start with the opening dialogue of the start of the story, right? I think a really cool way to look at this is if I were to come in and that was I could let it sit. Now I'm not starting on the root note, and I'm letting that beat 1 sort of like happen in the harmony. The band is doing it, and then I'm starting in on sort of a continuation in a way. So it's almost like the opening scene starts, and then the dialogue starts. The story is already starting to unfold with an opening dialogue that isn't just on beat 1, like, hey, here's the story. Another great line, like even Smooth by Santana. When he comes in, yes, he's hitting the root note on beat 1, but he has this nice little lead in. It's almost like the dialogue starts before the curtains pull out. There are a million ways to construct the opening of your story. Pay attention to how it sounds and don't just start on the root note on beat 1. If you are an intermediate guitar player struggling to bridge the gap between your creative ideas and what you are able to play, comment pro below and we can get started.